Hello everybody, and get some booms in the chat, and welcome to another episode of Tommy Meets with Mr. Hank Morris. My friend, welcome.
All right, welcome. Thank you, Tommy. Great to be here. Much appreciated.
Finally, right? Finally,
Yeah.
after like it's like the last time we spoke, it was like I had spoken before, but the last time we tried, it was November. Hopefully, we have the internet gods on our side today, and then we are up for a extremely satisfying stream here, I think. So, how do you feel about being here on the channel? This is the first time.
Oh, well, let's do this first. I want to do a shout out. Number one to you, right, for inviting me to this prestigious platform. So thank you very much and giving me some exposure to the Golf Clash communities. Just absolutely ecstatic to be here. That's number one. Number two, I want to shout out all the people and the subscribers at On the Screws Golf. I thank them immensely for their support and every time they support me when I go live. And then finally, to our fellow Team Tommy streamers, just a pleasure to be part of those, I guess, that group of individuals who are streamers and just can't say enough about the quality that they bring to the community. So thank you very much.
Amazing, and I say thank you back. And everyone, thank you for joining in tonight. We are going to, as you know, if you have never attended a Tommy Meets before, basically me and Hank just going to have a chat. We're going to talk about, or like the focus is on Hank here. I'm gonna grill him with some, not really grill him, but we're gonna talk a little bit about who he is and what he does for a living and stuff like that. Also then obviously talk about Golf Clash. We're gonna do two fun things tonight, except for, you know, the talking. We're gonna have like true or false, and we're also going to do the 5 quickies in the end. And if you do have a specific question, please let us know in the chat. I cannot guarantee that that question will be brought up, but if, you know, in the end we have time or we find room, we're gonna do so. It's gonna take approximately 1 hour for us to do this, so have that in mind, and I hope you're gonna be with us for the whole time. And on the screen as well, to just mention that you do have a Tour 12 video. There is old holes, that's why you see some green oak points, but that's the video we're going to have to survive with during the stream here. Also, exclamation mark Hank in the chat, and you get a link to Hank's channel. Go there, subscribe to his channel. Also, obviously, those of you not subscribed here, subscribe. Now I need to breathe. So that's good. That's why I'm going to just send over questions to you. So, like, for those of you who doesn't know who Hank is, who is Hank? Who are you, buddy?
All right. Well, I'm a father of 3 amazing adult children. My son Cole and I have 2 daughters, Hope and Grace. 2 of them, my daughters, are in college currently. One's a senior, one's a junior. And then my son is a marketing data analyst at a company in Columbus, Ohio. I live outside of Cleveland, Ohio, in a small town of about 70,000 population named Youngstown, Ohio. And it's midpoint between Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Cleveland. It's a great place to live. It's safe. It's a really low-taxed arena. So the money that you make here is almost twice as valuable if you lived in a larger city. So that's one of the reasons we're located in this area. I work for a mid-sized pharmaceutical company, which is based in New Jersey in the United States. Its corporate actually is a Swiss-based company called Hammerin, and I've been there for 4 years. I've been in the pharmaceutical industry for going on 29 years now, and I am an account director. And what I do is I work with the financial game plan of large health systems across a 5-state area. And we meet with the financial CFO, we meet with the medical directors, we meet with pharmacy, we meet with physicians, medical directors, to make sure that the products that they want to use from our portfolio of products is financially secure, but also they're the best type of products for the patients that go through their health system. So that's it in a nutshell. That's who I am. And I love to stream Golf Clash because it is a game that is intense when you're in the middle of it. It's fun when you're just doing a tour stream and you're just having some fun with the chat and the people in the community. Yet at the same time, you give an ability to give back to the community by teaching your knowledge and skills of the game so that other people can possibly replicate and or learn from your mistakes, but also from your successes. So
Super interesting to hear, you know, especially like I love to hear about what people do for a living though. I for some reason I think that's very exciting. So for you guys in chat, like what do you do for a living? Let us know. That's super interesting. Like when you say that you said you had an area of 5 states that you were like in charge for or something like that, right? But like
yes,
that must be a lot of traveling, right? And like be away from home and such, or how does that work?
that's a wonderful question. So I am single currently, but I do have a wonderful, wonderful girlfriend, Sarah, and her son Isaac, which I adore both of them immensely. But they are very patient, so to speak, with my travels and my work schedule, right? And then on off weeks, I get to be with them. But then on streaming weeks, it becomes very congested and convoluted, and there's a lot of juggling and shuffling. So when I travel during the week, like for instance, the moment we're done here, I'm going to grab my suitcase, get in the car, drive 4.5 hours up to Michigan, spend the night, do a meeting tomorrow, drive 3.5 hours more north to Traverse City, have 2 more meetings up there on Thursday and Friday, and then drive 10 hours back Friday night, getting home probably around 2 a.m.
Oh
That's
shit.
my week. So from the time I leave today, Golf Clash is not going to be on my mind. It's not going to be on my fingertip to be able to play. And it really is frustrating for me at points, because when you do these type of logistics, when you travel and you're not at home and you're away, your game gets relegated. So when you like, okay, I'd like to take this up to pro or up to expert, and you get relegated because you can't spend the time in that, and it goes back down to rookie, or it goes from expert to pro, and you had planned all along to play at the next tournament. It's a kind of like a washing machine. You get pushed in there and you get in the drum and you keep going around and around and around. So that's one of the reasons why you see a lot of content in that rookie pro category for myself and on the Screws Golf.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Even though I have accounts in Master, you know, it's like it's hard. Like especially during off weeks, I don't play much. Like even though I work making content, but I don't play. So it's definitely hard to get all that, especially when you have multiple accounts as well. Like sometimes you go up in the morning on Monday feeling, oh no, this has relegated, and but that's super interesting, you know. And like when you spend a lot of time, you know, you with you know work and driving, and then obviously do content. But do you find time to do anything else on your spare time? Do you have any favorite sport or something like that?
Well, I mean, I remember when you interviewed Ian Ballinger and he said, I love all sports. And I align exactly with that answer, right? You as you know, as you get older, you can't continually play all the sports just because of age, because of limitations, and some sports just you can't be 40 some years old or 50 some years old and be competitive, right? So then you become the on the sideline armchair quarterback, like, oh, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? So I think that's where we all relegate ourselves to at some point. So
Yes.
I love watching sports, and what I continue to do is I play golf. So I am a competitive golfer. So I joined this past year what is called the Golf Channel Amateur Tour League. And that gives me the opportunity to go anywhere in the United States, including Puerto Rico and the Bahamas, if I choose to, during any weekend. They usually have a golf tournament available for many different levels. There's about 7 different flights, whereas you would be handicapped based off of your handicap, your golf handicap index, and you would go against those similar players in a tournament style where you can't move the ball, you can't fluff it, you can't take a mulligan. It's just like PGA Tour golf. The rules of golf are implemented, and you play against those individuals for cash prizes as well as tournament points, which at the end of the year or end of the season in September, you get to qualify for the Golf Channel annual road to the Nationals. And then you're invited with about 400 other people, and you play in your division for being the best individual in that flight in the whole United States. And that's my goal this year, is to make it there and then see how I do against 60, 70, 80, 100, 300 other people.
That's that's super cool. Like, what do you have in handicap, really?
Right now, I'm playing to an 8 handicap. So my index right now is 8.5.
Yeah.
I just came back this past week from Phoenix. And again, I've never played any course in Phoenix in my life. I went there for a national meeting. When that was done and concluded, I went and played this course on a Saturday for a practice round. Then on Sunday, I went and played it in the tournament, and I finished second against all these other individuals that played this course on a regular basis. So it was, I never thought I was going to come in second because it was a sustained wind of 25 miles an hour all day. So instead of hitting a 5-iron, you're hitting a 2-iron. Instead of hitting an 8-iron, you're hitting a 5-iron. It was impossible to get the ball close to the green in your normal play when you were going uphill into a mountain against the wind. But I'm thinking, I was so discouraged the whole day because I was playing so poorly. Yeah. And here they announced my name as in second place, Hank Morris from Ohio. And I'm like, what? I came second? All right. So it was a real treat to come in second.
Yeah, I can imagine that. I remember one time when we were playing this family competition, me, my dad, my brother, and my driver broke down on hole number 3, and we had like headwind on all the courses on the back 9. So I was like shooting with a 3-iron, and you know me, I'm not strong. I shoot maybe like, I don't know what it is in yards, but like 200 meters with my driver if I have a good shot. But and you know, with a 3-iron, I maybe shoot like 160, and like with headwind it was like 120, 110. It was like you never got there. It was like, but we didn't do bad, but it was hard. It was pain. You know, I suck at real golf though. That we all know.
You know what? We can say the same thing about these tournaments, right? You have certain tournaments like this past tournament, the 3rd anniversary, which was very difficult, right? Very difficult to get those par 5s in 2, let alone an albatross, right? And that's kind of like in real golf, right? When you have a headwind and you have to use extra clubs, it's difficult. But you know what? If you're able to accomplish it and you prepare for it and you plan it and you succeed, that's where the glory's at. So
yeah, I truly wish though that I would be able to get some of the Golf Clash skills to the real course. It would help me a little bit. It would help a little bit.
Oh my gosh. I'm not going to lie to you, Tommy. I do that all the time on the course. I'm like, man, this is like a Nirvana shot. Okay, you can do this. It's crazy. It's really funny.
Get in. Okay, guys and gals, don't, please continue to come with questions. In the end, I do have 2 questions actually saw in the beginning that I will bring up, but I will not bring them out now. It's going to be at the right time. And so please keep them coming. I cannot promise that they will be in the questions that I'm asking, so have that in mind. And also in the end, thank you so much for being here. And don't forget to subscribe to Hank. !Hank. Let's kill it. Come on, my friend. So, Hank, Golf Clash. Like, let me know, how did you start playing golf? Like, naturally you are enjoying golf, but how did you find and how did you start playing Golf Clash?
I think probably like a lot of individuals who pick up the game, right? You're flipping through your phone one day and you see an app, then, if golf is in your life already and you see Golf Clash, oh, that looks interesting, right? But that's not what happened to me. What happened to me was we were at Thanksgiving in Birmingham with my sister, and my son and my nephew were playing this game, and they were laughing and giggling for the whole day while I was in helping, get the turkey ready, mashing the potatoes, putting the, the bread in the oven and all that. And I came out, I'm like, what are you guys laughing at? It sounds fun out here. And they told me about the Golf Clash game in the app. So that evening after dinner, cleaning up and having family time, I opened it up and I started playing it. We started playing rapid duels and things like that. and it just came natural. And the reason it came natural for me is because I've played sports my entire life, and hand-eye coordination is what is the key to being good at sports, right? Or a lot of things. And being able to pull back the ball into the circle and then let it go precisely when the needle hits that bullseye, that it worked for me almost every single time, whether it was overpower or just regular power. And it, when you can hit it perfectly and you know where to aim, or at least you judge where it aimed, it came easy. And I loved the game. I fell in love with it. And then my son, a couple months later, said, "Wow, you won all these tournaments already. You need to become a streamer." And I'm like, "What's a streamer?" Right? What's YouTube? And then he explained it to me, and then it was off and running. And that was about a year ago. Christmas of last year, we put together a green screen, some monitors, a video camera, a computer, and I was off and running at On the Screws Golf.
You know, it's what can I say? It's amazing how much time it has gone. I remember when you started streaming. I remember when a lot of players that are streaming now out there, like naturally every week, have no problem with. I remember that time, and it amazes me, and I'm very thankful that there are so many streamers nowadays, because
Right.
sure, I love RJ, you know, but you know, just being him and I, you know, like it was special in a different way. But now
Right.
it is, there's almost always someone on. If you do have some, if you want to watch Golf Clash, you can basically just Google Golf Clash or some like Golf Clash stream, and you will find
Right.
someone. That's amazing, to be honest.
You know
So
what's interesting to me, Tommy, is that the advances that we've made, or this game has made, over since you started and became the icon of streamers, right? And then others that just entered the game, like myself, found you first, right? And back then, it was just one tournament a month,
yeah,
right?
true.
No new holes. It was just a cyclical. There was maybe 4 or 5 tours, and that was it. We didn't even know what the ring system was
No.
until you and RJ started to talk about it. Then Zachary Jones came in and said, "Hey, let's talk about what you can do." And then there was
Yeah.
a paper system with what the accuracy equal to ring. And then people started using that. And now there's a tournament every other week. And then there's new tournaments, new holes, mini tournaments. There's the golfclashnotebook.io. There's a caddy. There's a wind app. There's an overlay. There's 90 streamers out there. There's a community called the, 19th hole, which is amazing, where everybody can go and learn and share, and streamers, and it's absolutely phenomenal. It's amazing how this has gone viral,
I
literally.
yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. You said it so freaking well, and you know, I think everyone that is watching is agreeing with you what you said there. Just as a question about just how much the game has evolved. Do you know what my score was in expert? Like when I won my first top 3 banner. Like, I'm gonna ask that to you guys in chat as well. I'm gonna give you a little time to think, Hank. Like, what do you think in chat my score were when I can say I claimed a silver in my first expert tournament silver, if I say like, it was actually the first tournament of Golf Clash. So we say, what was my score in that tournament, if you may guess? That was 2017 sometime.
Yeah.
It's a long time ago. So
Yeah.
this could be interesting to see if someone. We do have a little delay here though, so that therefore you get like 10-15 seconds to.
Okay, good. I can't believe you can even remember what your first score was. I have no idea what my score was when I won my first gold banner in rookie. But you know what? I didn't care what it was. I won a gold banner.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
true.
it was elation, right?
You know, I
Oh,
remember I had notifications on the app, and it was constantly hitting me with someone has overtaken you in the tournament,
oh,
and I was going in, and eventually I had to stop it because I was looking at my phone all the time. Okay, interesting to see 21, 22, 25. Okay, Hank, I
I
guess.
would say my guess, Tommy, would be like a 27. I think based off of your skill set and your knowledge, I'd say 27.
Okay, first tournament 2017. I came second in the bracket, and there was only one expert bracket, and I shot minus 19.
Oh my god! Wow.
Drops didn't exist back then. There was like no drops existed. The one that won gold got a minus 21, and for those that has been in the game for a while does know how Joni is from Finland, so he was one that won. So that is actually not something I think many would guess. So
wow, 19.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
Yeah, you never reach the weekend round with 19 nowadays. So it's
that not an expert.
Yeah, no, exactly, and exactly. And like, what is it like? You like the games, pretty obvious. Otherwise, you wouldn't be streaming. But what is it that you specifically enjoy with the game? What is it that makes you tick, or if you understand the question?
That's an excellent question. Yeah, no, excellent question. You know what, Tommy? I think I said it earlier when I said how the game has advanced.
Yeah.
What's important to me and what makes the love of this game is that I started almost at the beginning of this platform, kind of like you, right? I started when I was in 2017 as well, the Thanksgiving of that first year in 2017. I didn't start streaming until a year and a half after, right? Where I had a significant package of knowledge. I honed my skills with the ring system and the paper system, and then I started streaming, right?
Yeah.
And back then there were no overlays, there wasn't a Golf Clash notebook caddy and all of that. So I was still using paper, and I was still using the take shot button as my adjustment. What makes me tick and happy is that I see the advances in the game, and I get to see that other people get to advance now, right?
Yeah, true.
I understand what it was like then, and I know the beauty of the game now and how it's evolved. And that's what makes me keep going. And I love it. And as you mature and your skills mature and you become to increase your knowledge of the game, those individuals will see the results, and that will keep them going on and on and on and on. And yeah, we have some platform issues with Playdemic because of some glitches here and there, but that's natural with any type of computer program system. We have to, understand that they're doing their very best, and they do a great job of keeping this platform up and running and glitch free for the most part so that we can enjoy it. And then finally, it's talking to people, getting to, understand who they are, and getting to find relationships, being able to go, like went to Phoenix and I met Superman. We went to dinner and I got to shake his hand and got to meet somebody who comes in my stream all the time. Cool. Jason Harvey up in Milwaukee. I got to meet him and go to dinner with him. I've met Jesse Both numerous times and got to meet and talk with him about the game. It's great to meet these individuals in person. And if you can't meet them in person, the next best thing is to share your life with them over the internet and get to know them and be able to call them friends. That's the beauty of this game.
Amazing. I can relate a little bit to just meeting people. Like now last weekend, or it was weekend before, I met up with friends from the north. There's like the Nordic clan, I will have to say. People from Norway, Denmark, Sweden. Now, I was amazing. Mark Beery, my bro. For $2 for two fantastic streamers. Love you guys. Marky Beery, yes, buddy. Thank you so much. Give Marky Beery some boom and some love in the chat. I don't know if I pronounced that correct. How do you pronounce that, Hank?
I call him Marky.
Yeah, I see. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna shorten that as well. Shorten the crap out of that.
I try to keep if you I don't want to butcher anybody's name. You know how that is, because that's kind of disrespectful. So I'm just like, hey, Marky, what's up, right?
But honestly,
there are people I call their initials, like AJ. What's up, AJ? And then if you announce that in the stream, like, listen, I'm not going to butcher your name. I'm just going to call you AJ. Everybody's fine with it. So
yeah, sometimes also like we get someone that subscribes that has like 240 letters in their name or something like that, and it's like. So for me it's hard if it is in a Chinese language something, because I don't really know how that gets, and you know,
Right.
I feel almost disrespectful and say, "Oh, thank you so much for this," even
Right.
though I don't mean
Right.
it in a bad way. So, Hank,
Yep.
final question before we're gonna go into the true or false. And the true or
Super.
false is something that you in chat also is going to play. So be prepared for that. Like, I'm interested to hear what you think about clans. And just before you answer that, the reason I ask is because I feel that the community is pretty divided when it comes to clans. Some people absolutely love the clans, have been meeting friends for life, and they have something to play for in the week. But some people just feel it's a pressure. It's basically work that you have to grind, and you have to play the tournaments even if you might not have the time and so on. What is your thoughts about the clans?
Well, when I first started, I had a couple of my accounts in clans that were not my own. Okay, and there were some requirements. And I'm like, okay, I'm a tournament player. I'll get those points, you know, by finishing in the top 10, 5, 1, whatever it is. I don't have a problem with that. But if you're not a tournament player or you don't score at a high level on a tournament player, that could be a little bit of pressure. And that makes the game not as fun, right? So you have to really consider before going into a clan with requirements on whether or not that's the clan for you, right? Just because it's named a clan that you like or it's affiliated with a community, that doesn't mean that it might be the best for you, right? So consider that. That's number one. My two clans are non-competitive clans, meaning that they're just tournament clans. It's a place to share shots, understand how the game works, help other people get into the game, and get up to expert 3, maybe masters 1. We're never probably going to be shooting for a C100. I mean, that takes a lot of time, a lot of ball inventory. As the president of these two clans, cannot ask somebody else to do something I'm unwilling to do because of my travel schedule. So
True.
that's the reason why when I present it online, when I'm streaming, if you want to join my clan, it's a no frills, no, requirement clan. So come on over and let's do your best and have some fun. And that's who we have in my clans. So
interesting. You know, what do you in chat think about clans? I think it's a very interesting topic. I remember when clans came, and I couldn't talk about anything else for the like once they announced it, because I thought it was gonna be awesome. Now I think they need some improvements though, and we're gonna take that another day. So my friends, and Hank as well, you are my friend as well. So like we're gonna play true or false, and I enjoy that. It's basically where I say I'm gonna say five like statements, I would say, and then Hank is going to answer if it's true or is it false. And that's the same for you in the chat. Have in mind obviously that you have a little delay, so we're gonna wait for your answer before we're gonna get there. There's most likely gonna be a little bit to talk about for everything here. I think this is awesome, and I know what's true and false. You don't. No, okay, so I'm not gonna be rude. So in the end, are we ready, or are you ready, Hank?
I am absolutely ready, sir.
Super. Then we start with the first one. A player named RJTV made the first ever guide about the wind ring system on YouTube.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna say true.
Okay, so what do you think in chat? Why do you think it's true? If I may ask, now we're waiting for those people in chat too.
Well, I remember watching it, right? So
okay, that's true.
Back in the day, I remember watching it to make sure that what I was doing was accurate, right? And it was being described by RJ. Yeah. I do recall Zachary doing a lot of information, maybe not on the ring system video, but just more or less breaking down accuracies and how it applies to the rings and the wind. Right. So I would consider Zachary's content and your content to be a little bit different than an actual ring system video. And I'm going to stick with my true answer.
Okay. And the correct answer is false.
Of course it is.
And the guy was not me. It was not Zachary. It was a guy named Kyle Saxinger that in 2017 made the first ever video that he posted on YouTube that I was honored to be able to use on my channel. So the Wind Guide 1.0 is the first ever guide really about the wind ring system. That's so Kyle. Just to give a little side note about Kyle, he was an absolute beast back then, and he would be a beast today as well. Awesome dude as well. He doesn't play the game today though. He does
Oh,
not.
that's too bad. We'd love to get him on one of your streams to pick his brain on what he knew then and what he thinks of it now. That'd be a great Tommy Meets.
Yeah, I was totally against it back then, but yeah, it's that I was totally against the wind range system because I was like, oh no, it's just going to destroy my game. Now I'm, I would not be able to play without using rings, So,
right.
So in the end, we do have statement number 2. Okay, using overlay is considering cheating in Golf Clash. True or false?
All right. Now, this is a trick question, right? Because, I would say that's a false statement, yet in the community, and it's an individual preference on you believing whether it's true or false, right? So one person will say, no, it's not false because, Playdemic doesn't have an overlay system. They just don't want creators adding it and making money off of it and adding it to their game, okay? So that would be, okay, we don't want it. It's not appropriate. But if you're going to use something, you can use it on a secondary, third device, or you can add it from an iOS program and add it onto your computer or your desktop or your iPad. So I would say it's a false comment or statement, but there are people in the community that believe it to be true.
I think, yeah, you said it absolutely correct. Text guides equals cheaters. Jimmy, no, don't do it. Okay, we're not. No. I think he's ironic. Otherwise, I don't know. Yeah, it's false because using overlay is not considering cheating. It's considering against the fair play policy. Different. Yep. So, but yeah, obviously, as you said, there is a different opinion from player to player. Some people do believe and think it's cheating. Some people don't think it's cheating or not even against any fair play whatsoever. So obviously that's not a discussion we're gonna bring up here in chat because we are all entitled to our opinion. But
correct.
According to the statement, it's false. So
all right, I'm 1 for 2. Excellent.
Yeah, that's actually better than Fensel. He was like 1 right and 4 wrong. So we're gonna see, but okay, this is gonna be fun to hear. Okay, next one. The rookie division playthrough, like for the tournament with the tournament win, is the one bringing the most views of all the other playthroughs, like counting rookie, pro, expert, and master individually, on my channel during tournament week. True or false? So I take it again, it's Rookie the Division, like the video for Rookie Division playthrough with the tournament win, the video that brings the most views of all the playthroughs that I do during tournament week. True or false?
Well, it all depends on when you deliver the content. So if you started with Masters, then you went to Expert, then you went to Pro, and then you went to Rookie, I would say probably false. But if my memory serves me right, I think you put out Rookie content first, then Pro, then Expert, and then Masters. So I would say that based on the longevity of the data being out in the community, yes, that's a true statement.
Okay. And now I will say the chat is really right, like correct on this one. And you are wrong, Hank. It's Pro.
Woo. I was hoping it was true. Yeah. How's that?
Yeah, you are right with that. I released Rookie first, but Pro is the absolute biggest division, and it's that's why I have been spending more and more time with the Pro content to be able to just have lower level clubs and higher level clubs, or at least finding routes that suits clubs that is not Sniper 9, Sniper 10 all the time, for an example. Right. So, good. Guys in chat, you're good. I would say you guys are almost, if you count you together, that's almost you 2 and against 1, whereas Hank is 1 against 2 or whatever. Screw
that's
that.
Right.
Okay.
1 right, 2 incorrect.
Yeah. Okay, now. It took the game 11 months from when they released Tour 11 to release Tour 12. True or false?
Oh man, that's a hard question because I don't play 11 or 12, so I don't know, and I really am not. No, I'm just gonna guess that it's true.
Yeah. Okay. Now I need to just count. Okay. You guessed true. What do you guys in chat say? Just give me a second. I'm just gonna shut down the television. It has got some great. Give me 5 seconds.
Sure. I don't like this suspense.
So we have this IPTV, and sometimes that just. Okay, so it took the game 11 months from when they released Tour 11 to release Tour 12. True or false? And that was. Oh my god, that was in. That didn't take long, I must say. Okay, no, it's false. It's false.
Of course it is. Why would it be true?
Yeah, because in the end, Tour 11 got released in April 2017 already. I remember it really well because I was grinding like a maniac on Tour 10, waiting for Tour 11. And then it took me 3 days, then I had maxed out Tour 11. And then we had Tour 11 until September. No, I think it was, late September 2018. We got Tour 12, and then it took me like 15 hours to complete that tour, and then it was back to max again. In the end, it was
15
false.
15 hours. Wow.
When you are ready, you're ready. It's like interesting. That was a lot of people saying true in chat there.
Well, thank you everybody in the chat. Thank you for being on my side on that. I hope I'm not going to be judged to be a poor streamer that I'm getting 1 right and 4 wrong.
Okay, this one, Hank, this one you should know 100%. Okay, so
that's even worse to say that.
The taxi ball has the best needle speed in the game.
Oh, come on, really? Jeez, oh, Pete, I think that is false, to be honest with you.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for those. Know. No, it is not that. Like, that taxi ball it's actually one of the few balls that I didn't buy as well myself. But there was a guy emailing me about that ball and saying like, "Oh my god, this can't be correct." So I look it up, and obviously the only data we have is from Golf Clash Notebook, and they have been right so far. And I looked through all the balls, and there is only 2 balls with the best needle speed in the game. And one of them is the taxi ball.
1 for 4, baby. Yeah. 1 for 4.
But so that is actually true, my friends. You can check that out on golfclashnotebook.io, where they have listed all the balls there.
One of the worst needle speeds is the Kingmaker.
Worst? Nah.
Yep, it is.
Nah, now you need to elaborate, because that I disagree with big time.
Well, I mean, if you go ahead and you go to golfclashnotebook.io and you go to the ball section, they have that underneath, and they do give a description of the advantages of the ball and the actual needle speed that's affected by the ball. And it's one of the higher or faster needle speeds in the actual game. So I did that on a stream one night because we were looking at, what are the best balls to complement with, the wind differential and using a high ball power with a reduction in the wind. What's the best to use? And I'm a Kingmaker guy, and that's why you go by Hammerin Hank, right? Because at the beginning, I got these Kingmakers that flew forever, and they gave you lots of power and lots of wind, and that's why I love them. And I finally went and looked, and it's one of the needle speeds that go a little bit faster. So interesting enough.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to look that up, as I play with Kingmaker myself. And, my friends, to right, Justin, India, was there anyone that had all correct? obviously they're gonna be. I know Terry's gonna write that he had all the correct ones.
Yeah,
Even
everybody but me.
yeah, but that was pretty fun. Okay, so we have one correct for Fensel. I think he had one. I'm gonna look that up because I'm gonna try to get this one all the time. I wish I took this from the start.
Look at that.
But my friend, we are going to talk a little bit about you with streaming and. You just give a little back. No, I'm gonna get you. What do you stream on your channel? That's the question.
Yeah. Okay. Well, at the beginning, way back in the day, I did nothing but Rookie, and then when you have 9 different accounts, Tommy, like I'm sure you have multiple accounts, like most streamers do. For content creation and dialing in shots, so you give the best opportunity for people in the community to watch, replicate, and win. That's why we do these things. I have about 4 or 5 that are what's considered, because they're mature, advanced rookie clubs, all right, or accounts. I have one that's a baby rookie, which I played actually in pro by accident this time and got murdered on it, right? But I consider myself an advanced rookie content creator, but also a pro content creator. I have 3 accounts that oscillate between expert 1 and professional 2 and 3. So I have played and can play and create content for advanced rookie, pro, and expert. But saying all of that, the content that's created for expert and mastered, I leave that to individuals like yourself and other amazing content creators. Why? Because there's plenty of information out there for those categories. So there's no sense me going up there and trying to put my own content out there when I'm not playing that on a regular basis. So I find my niche or niche in this game to be advanced rookie, where I have 5 or 6 accounts where I can dial these shots in for clubs that a lot of people have. They may not say they have them, but they have them. And the interesting thing is, when you go into an expert category, you're playing against the same people week after week after week, because there's not very many or a large amount of contenders in those brackets. You go down to rookie or advanced rookie, you rarely see the same people playing you week after week, tournament after tournament, turn after tournament, because there's so many individuals in that category. So there's a need for it, there's a desire for it, and there's a lot of information and feedback to me that they're happy that there is this type of advanced rookie category. So I would say that my category is advanced rookie for the majority. Then we add pro to it, and then I just play expert up there, and I take a look at other people's notes and shots, and I try to replicate at that level. So
okay, yeah, and and the rookie part is what I want to get into. I think that's an interesting thing. I remember you and I been talking I would say a decent amount about that, and rookies has been a division where, like, looking in the community, there are so many people saying no one should play rookie. It's like, doesn't matter what you have as bankroll or clubs, you should never play rookie. Like, I'm just saying that to generalize it a little bit, what is said in the community. But obviously there is a lot of people, we noticed that through email and through messaging chat, there is a ton of people playing in rookie because they feel that they have no chance in pro. But what is the reason that you keep yourself in? Is it a pure reason for you to keep yourself in rookie to help players out, or are you looking at your own game to eventually step up and play pro, as you are clearly good enough to play pro?
Oh, yeah. Those are great points, great comments, and great questions. And I think, let me just say this to the broad audience: it's up to each individual what they want to do, right?
Yeah.
Because that's one change I would make for the Playdemic platform. if you get your clubs to a certain level, you shouldn't be able to go down and play a different tournament, right? If you want to even out the fields and make it truly a competitive platform, then if you get to Pro 1, you should never be able to go down to Rookie 3, Rookie 2, Rookie 1, beginner levels with your accounts, right? That would stop this madness of people saying, well, why are you playing advanced rookie when you should be playing pro or you have the skills to play expert, right?
Yeah.
Well, because you can, right? It allows you to do that. So my answer is I do it to make the community stronger and give some of the viewers who are asking for the content, I give it to them, right? And I enjoy it. I love it. Are you kidding me? I love playing rookie. I love playing pro, and I somewhat okay with expert because it's really tough, right? When you don't play it enough, right? But that's the challenge. That's what makes it the desire to go up there occasionally and play and see how you do. But I will tell you this. When people come to my channel, they'd rather watch me shoot 34 under and have to make this one last shot on the 18th hole to break the tie to get the gold than me going up to expert and shooting minus 19 and finishing 72nd. It's not fun.
No.
You know, when you get people to come in at 40 people at a time on your stream and you're only being average, by the end of the stream, you're at 17 people. But when you're an advanced rookie or a pro and you're at the leaderboard and you're getting drops and it's exciting, you still have 40 to 39 people in the stream at the end of the stream, right? So you have to consider that as well. Is it, or are we as streamers giving the content that the people are wanting to watch? Is it entertaining? And that's one of the things we always say on the Screws Golf from the movie Gladiator. When he kills, you know, the gladiators, it's 1 against 5. He kills them all, throws the spear up into the seats, and he goes, "Are you not entertained?" And that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Are you not entertained with my content? If you are, stick around. If you aren't, then, you know, there are other creators, like you said, there's 70, 80 people out there just dying to get your views and your subscriptions to their channels. So
interesting. And we got an interesting question in chat, and I think a lot wonder, it might me included, like where do you draw the line from rookie and advanced rookie?
Oh, yeah. Well, let's put it this way. Until just recently, maybe 3 or 4 tournaments ago, I was putting out the titles rookie content, right? And I think a lot of people passed it by because they're like, well, what level is that? Is that an extra mile 1, extra mile 3, extra mile 5? But when you start saying advanced rookie, no one has seen that before, so they come in and look at it, and then they see an extra mile 6 and 7. I don't have anything higher than that on my extra mile. I don't use APOX. I don't use anything other than an extra mile 6 or 7. I don't have anything higher than a Sniper 6, and I don't have anything higher than a Guardian 2 or a Viper 8. I think I have my best clubs are like a Hornet 5 or a Hornet 4. And then we have an Endbringer 2. That's what I consider to be advanced rookie. Then anything above that would go to pro. So
okay, interesting. Yeah, you know, it's like that's something that I was really interested about myself. And one thing, you know, when it comes to rookie, when you play, and you know that you are easily better than the majority, especially when now we're talking maybe the advanced rookie parts. How come you, like, is there a thought from you maybe feeling that you sometimes shouldn't play the weekend round and just leave it be and just skip that? Or how, what's your thought? You know, in the end, like, just to be perfectly clear with everyone watching, I was one that was suggesting to focus on rookie for Hank because there wasn't advanced rookie content, like, and so I'm not against it, but I think these questions are extremely interesting to hear. When it comes to that. So how come, or maybe that thought had crossed your mind or something?
Oh, are you kidding me? I battle with that every week, Tommy. Battle with it. I do. It's a great question, and okay, a couple answers to that question. The first answer is that I've done it in the past, right? I've put the work in. got it to the weekend, it's in a first place position or at a high position, and then I just don't play it because, okay, I'm going to listen to everybody else, right? But Tommy, do you listen to everybody else just because they say it's not the thing to do?
No.
Or do you make your own decisions in your life?
Yeah, I make, except for when Jennifer says something, then otherwise
that's not on
I
the
had
table,
to.
brother. We all listen to our spouses, right?
Yeah, true. No, but
when
absolutely.
you're talking about a finger golf game on the internet and people are saying you shouldn't play that, do I feel bad sometimes? Yeah, I think about it, but then I say, I'm my own person. I should be able to make my own decisions and decide whether or not. And if people are going to hate on that or be discouraged about that, that's on them. And I always tell my children this, Tommy, and this is a great way to live your life, and everybody out there. Don't let other people dictate how you live your life. If they try to make you feel bad and you let them make you feel bad, they own you. You don't want anybody to own you ever in your life. You're responsible for you. They're responsible for them. If they choose to be mean to you, it's your responsibility to turn away from them and still be positive in your life. And that's how I feel in this game. If you don't like that I'm playing this, I'm sorry. But the reason I play all the way through the weekend is because I put a lot of time, my heart, my effort, and time away from my girlfriend and her son to give amazing content to the people that are longing for it, who want to win their first banner. And for me not to continue to show the little tweaks that are necessary from a qualifier to an opening to the weekend, because there are tweaks that you have to make because the game changes, the wind changes, everything. That's the reason we play all the way through. It's because the game changes and people need to see the change and how to adjust to get to the top. So that's why we do it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna leave it with that. I think it's once again, it's an interesting thing because it is a very it's a debatable topic in the community. But in the end, where should those people go when having superior clubs to get high quality content? And that's why in the end, I support you fully with that, and truly would recommend, if someone is playing with, I say superior clubs, so like some people say advanced rookie, I mean, clubs that you could survive with in pro, but you might not feel comfortable playing in pro, then you should play in rookie. In the end, it's Playdemic that do decide where you can play or not. My personal opinion to the bracketing and stuff like that, I think the bracketing should be completely, obviously based by weekly league, but then after that, when it comes to banners, I think that would be, now I'm thinking in general terms, like so that's an interesting thing as well. What do you all think about the bracketing in tournaments and stuff like that? Is that something you feel is good or not? Now I'm speaking more directly to the chat. And Tabitha Aldridge, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much.
Nice. Welcome, Tabitha.
Yeah,
welcome.
Tabitha. That's a name. It's not that common in Sweden. I like that name though. I really do.
Yeah, very nice name. Very nice name.
So, Hank, last question for us before we go to the 5 quickies here.
Let's go.
Yeah. If you get a chance to add or change one thing with the game, what would that be?
Yeah. I give a lot. I've had so many thoughts of how to change the game and what would be best. And I understand that, by adding, more content in the game, it's going to put more algorithms or more, pixels, etc. Changing the holes would be great, or changing the winds, all of that. But there's a static program that keeps this game on a solid base. So I've gone away from all of that because that just is probably not feasible at this time. But what is feasible, in my opinion, which I think would help me as a content creator and other people, is to go into the hub when you get replays and have the ability to fast forward, slow, or pause the replay so that you can see, okay, it landed right there with this much overpower, with that much wind. I need to adjust this way. And I think based on everybody's play, you can then use the replays more advantageous to your game. After you make a bad shot, you can go back, rewind it, fast forward it, slow it down, hit a pause button so that you can say, okay, this is how I improve my game by adjusting this way because I missed it by one ring. That, I think, would be a really nice change.
Interesting, actually. Very interesting. I think that's, I think about that a lot because obviously I'm damaged a bit with thinking about stuff like that. And once again, up to you guys and gals in chat. What do you think? Is there something you would like to change? If so, what? Is there something you would like to add? If so, what? And truly, obviously, as we all love this game and to play this game, it's we want the game to evolve. We obviously don't want to just see a tournament every other week, even though it's exciting. But having something else, maybe to I truly believe there's gonna come some stuff in the near future, though. So
how about this, Tommy? How about we go ahead and open a new app, right, with Playdemic and call it Playdemic Mini, and then that way, on that app, you can just play mini tournaments, 9 holes, just like they have. And then that way you have 2 different platforms. They have 2 revenue streams, and you can make everybody happy, right? Yeah. You can let all the people on one week or every week go play a mini tournament. And when you want to come back to actual Golf Clash Playdemic, this platform, you can play the real tournaments. So it's a good training ground for people to play Masters and Expert and stuff like that and really give themselves the confidence they want to go to the next level that you were talking about earlier, and then come back to this platform and then try it out.
Yeah, mini tournaments. Like everyone is craving.
But on a different platform, a different application. Don't mix the two, please.
Record in downloading day one for sure. Like when that's gonna come. Okay, my friends, we are down to the 5 quickies, and it's gonna be 5 quickies. It's basically gonna be 2 things, and Hank is have to choose between one of the 2, obviously. And we are definitely looking forward to hear some, especially the answer to the final one. As always, is so exciting, and so. Yeah, I think we are going to start, right? Are you ready?
I am absolutely ready, even though I did terribly on the true and false. Yeah. Let's see if we can do the rapid fire better.
You cannot really have a wrong answer here, as it's your so that would be weird if that would be the same.
Oh, well, if we base it on the Golf Clash community, we can truly have a bad answer here, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start. The first one, Quasar or a Navigator?
Oh, wow. I'm going to answer this, and everyone's going to be mad at me. I don't use either of those, so Katana.
You can't. You need to choose. It's your,
all right, Navigator. I'm going to go Navigator for the power. Absolutely.
Okay, Navigator it is. Okay, I say everything to you guys in chat as well, but you need to be quick. Okay, sun or snow?
Oh, sun, for sure. Absolutely, all day long.
Okay, so you're not a snowman. Like, don't you have snow in Cleveland?
Yes, we do, and I despise it.
Yeah, we haven't had a single snowflake here this winter, and that's good. I would love it for Amelia's sake, but for Jennifer's sake, I'm happy we do not have it, for sure, and for my own as well. Okay, right. So rookie or pro?
You know what? They both have their attributes. Obviously, you'll know my answer as advanced rookie for content, but for a challenge and for learning the game and improving my game, pro. So I would stick I'm going to stick with advanced rookie just because of the content creation that I provide.
Okay, good. I love it. I think it's awesome. So it is hard though to pick between 2 things, and obviously I kind of like that rookie and pro I picked based on a little bit. So I love to see in chat as well there to go. A maxed out Grizzly or a maxed out B52?
Oh wow. I will go with the maxed out Grizzly.
Oh. that it's not that it's wrong, but like, like, why? Like, is it because you haven't like?
I'm a rough bump kind of person, and I love the ball guide, and it gives me the opportunity to potentially in this game use unique shots, rough bumps, etc., to get the ball more accurately into the hole.
Then I will have you check after the stream here. You're checking the maxed out B52, and you're gonna love that once that's gonna be the time.
Well, there
so,
you go.
Yeah. So
Another wrong answer. Excellent.
No, it's not wrong. I just like it's. I was just but in the end, obviously, when you're not playing with it yourself, it's differently. But that is, yeah, it's a beast. Grizzly's a beast as well. You know, not anything. Okay, so last one. Yes. Whew. This this is awesome. Getting nudes from me, Tommy.
Yep.
Or not being able to play Golf Clash for a whole month. Wow. Yeah.
I'll take the nudes.
Yes. Freaking yes. Oh my God.
Listen, you know what? On my last stream, I put up there on my thumbnail that said, what would happen if you couldn't play this game tomorrow?
Yeah.
How would you play it today? Right? And that's my motto for my channel. If I could never play this game again, I would kill it as best as I could. I'd use all my best clubs, all my best balls continuously just to get my last fix in. So I couldn't, I will take your nudes and I couldn't give this game up at this point.
Awesome. I put you in the right spot then. I was debating what I'm going to use as a second option. So a lot of people in the chat as well are choosing the correct answer, so to speak.
Yes.
So that's nice. So
maybe you can come up with a Team Tommy nude calendar and put that in the shop.
Oh my God, that would be like, okay, bye followers, or like we're probably gonna have some. I know Jason Branch would definitely be there. He would buy that big time, hang on the wall. So my friends, this was awesome, and I hope you enjoyed. Hank, did you enjoy the time here? It goes quick.
Tommy, come on. This was absolutely a joy. And thank you for letting me give a little bit of insight of myself, my family life, my work life, my rationale behind On the Screws Golf, and my passion for the game. So absolutely enjoyed myself immensely. So thank you for the opportunity, my friend.
Awesome to hear, and thank you so much everyone to hanging out with me and Hank today. And the next person is gonna be on here for Tommy Meets is gonna be on Tuesday in 2 weeks. Hank, do you have a guess on who that might be?
Oh, wow. There are so many great people, my friend. There are so many great people. I am 0 for like 100 today, so let's go 0 for 101. So let's go with Jesse Both.
Oh my God, you are so correct, actually. Yay! So the next one is gonna be Jesse. That's gonna be joining us in 2 weeks' time on Tuesday. Most likely going to be a little bit later to try to fit the schedule for both of us. So I had a blast. Once again, thank you so much, everyone. Go into Hank's channel and subscribe and share some love. Also, there will be a new tournament coming up, the Touchdown Tournament. We didn't touch on that one in any form. And but we will do that more and more in the upcoming days and week. And I'm gonna move tomorrow, so I'm excited for that, and can't wait to have that be done. So once again, thank you so much. Thank you to you, Hank, and everyone. Please have an awesome day. Bye bye.
Yes, sir. Goodbye, everybody.